Hello students, in today's class we are going to learn about HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. During the class, the outline of the presentation is, first we will see what is HTTP, what are its related features and terminologies, what architecture does it follow and how does it actually works over the internet, what are the related attributes and available versions for the HTTP. So before understanding HTTP in detail, one should have the basic understanding of web concepts, web browser, web servers, client-server based architecture. So what is HTTP? HTTP is basically an acronym of Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It lays the foundation for data communication over the internet that interconnects uncountable systems for communication over World Wide Web. This is basically a protocol that works on application layer of TCP/IP protocol stack, and it is already known that TCP/IP protocol standards are used to deliver data over the internet. So the data that needs to be transferred over the communication links could be anything. It can be HTML files, image files, query results, etc. However, in broad category, it can be said that the distributed, collaborative and hypermedia informations gets transferred over the internet between client and server. HTTP uses a default port number of 80. However, other port numbers can also be used. To be very specific about the working of HTTP, it provides the specifications about how clients request data is sent to the server and how the server responds to the corresponding requested data eventually. However, the HTTP is considered to be a simple protocol, but it is very powerful because of some of its very useful features. First feature is that it is a connectionless protocol. HTTP client, that is a web browser, that initiates an HTTP request, and after a request is made, the client waits for the response. The server processes the request and sends a response back, after which client can disconnect the connection. So client and server knows about each other during the current request response only. Further, if any other request is to be made, it will be made over a new connection link. Second characteristic is media independency. It is considered to be media independent as there is no restriction and it is imposed on what kind of data could be sent over the connection links. Any type of data can be sent by HTTP as long as both the client and server knows how to handle the sent data content. But for simplicity, the request for communication setup is both the parties, client and server, must use appropriate MIME type. MIME types are the standard that indicate the nature and format of the document that needs to be sent over the connection link. Third one is that it is a stateless protocol. As HTTP is connectionless, and that eventually leads to its statelessness property. The server and client are aware of each other only during the current request response request. Afterwards, both parties forget about each other. Due to this nature, neither client nor browser can retain information between different requests across the web. Some of the basic terminologies that are related to network while establishing connection through HTTP is IP address. IP address refers to a numerical label assigned to each device that participate in the communication over the network using any type of internet protocol for communication. Second is TCP. Transmission Control Protocol is one of the core protocol of Internet Working Protocol suite. that provides reliable, ordered and error-checked delivery of a data between programs running on computer connected to intranet or internet. Third one is port number. This is basically a 16-digit number which works associatively with IP address. That is, while establishing communication between the two systems, port number is associated with IP address in order to complete the destination address for the current communication session. Socket. Socket is a combination of IP address and port address, and the socket address simply puts an end while communication. Next is URI. URI stands for the Uniform Resource Identifier. While establishing communication between client and server, a URI identifies a given resource over the network. This is the basic architecture that HTTP protocol adopts. First, it provides it puts a bridge between the web client and the web server. So the HTTP protocol follows the client-server based architecture. When communication is established by request-response pair, in the architecture, client could be any web browser, it could be robot or any type of search engine, etc. that generates the request of HTTP. Eventually, the web browser provides the response message corresponding to that request. So in this architecture, basically request response protocol is followed by client and server, where the client puts the request, sends a request to the server in the form of request message, and the request method or message contains URI and protocol versions followed by MIME like message containing request modifiers. MIME basically refers to the type and nature of document that will be understood by client and server both, client information and possible body content over the TCP/IP connection. Server. The HTTP server responds with a status line including the messages protocol version and a success or error code, followed by a MIME like message containing server information, entity meta information and possible entity body content. This is the basic of how HTTP works. It actually works over the client-server architecture that we have already discussed. So just move on to the overall structure of how does it work. This figure gives the more clear elaboration on how HTTP works. A web browser or client that wish to acquire something from the server opens up a TCP connection, sends a request associated with entity. Web server gets the request. It checks the syntax of the requested message, existence of its entities, and for authentication, if any. After all these steps, server forms a response message that will be interpreted and display on the web browser, and finally, the link will get closed. Some of the basic attributes related to HTTP is the client-server model that we have already discussed. Simplicity. This is generally designed to be simple and human readable. It provides easier testing for developers and reduce complexity for newcomers. Flexibility and content typing. HTTP headers make this protocol easy to extend and experiment with. HTTP headers are designed in such a way that new developers can manipulate or contain the protocol for its own use. That helps to add the new functionality on it by simply adding bit between the client and server. Third is it is a stateless protocol, as no link between two requests being successively carried out on the same connection. It is a sessionless protocol, not session. However, it is a stateless protocol. That is, it does not retain the communication link, but it saves the session of the connection in the form of cookies, and that can be retrieved from there. Metadata is the data about data, and meta information provides information about one or more aspects of the data that is going to travel through the connection links, that it makes the work with easier data carrier. Metadata does not get displayed on the screen but is machine parsable and give prior information about the data in the file. Now the versions of HTTP. There are many versions in between HTTP 1.1 and HTTP 2, but these two are the major versions available for HTTP that works differently while establishing communication. HTTP 1.1 loads the resource into memory one after another according to the queue. So if one resource is not getting loaded into the memory, it will automatically block the successive resource behind it. HTTP 2 uses a single TCP connection to send multiple streams of data at once, and hence no resource will block because of another resource. Now it comes the HTTPS, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol with security. HTTPS is secure version of HTTP, combination of HTTP with SSL and TLS, that is secure socket layer and transport layer security. These both are the cryptographic protocol that provide authentication and data encryption between machines, provides encrypted communication and secure identification of network server. HTTPS actually ensures that your website is the correct site. You are not misleading into a forged website that the server is supposed to talking to. It encrypts all user data including financial information and browsing history and protect all of them against any breaches from the third party. So web HTTPS connections are often used for payment transaction, as this is considered to be very secure. Web browsers such as Internet Explorer and Firefox display a padlock icon to indicate that the website is secure, as it also displays HTTPS colons and backslash in the address bar. This is the protocol stack that is used by HTTP and HTTPS. The only difference is the inclusion of security layer in HTTPS that makes the HTTPS protocol more secure to be used worldwide. So basic difference between HTTP and HTTPS is HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol and HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol with secure. HTTP is considered to be unreliable and HTTPS is considered to be very reliable. URL begins with HTTP // and here in HTTPS URL begins with HTTPS in the padlock icon. Use port number 80 by default and HTTPS uses port number 443 by default. It is subjected to man in the middle and eavesdropping attack, and it is not designed to handle any such kind of attacks, and HTTPS it is designed to withstand with such attacks. Message is not encrypted in HTTP and is not safe to send if any delicate information is there, but with HTTPS the messages are encrypted including the headers and request response load. HTTP is used for many purposes such as a website article that is open and available to everyone. The lack of security is not important in such kind of websites, but in the websites where we are dealing with our financial information and some private information is getting shared with credit cards and everything, then the security is of utmost importance. HTTP operates at application layer. HTTPS operates at transport layer. No certificates are required to establish connection with HTTP, but in order to establish connection with the secure layer, you need to acquire some authenticated certificates. Thank you. Keep learning.